on your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what's good thing to say? I doubt that we'll stand up to something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
Oh boy, what's up? Good morning. Welcome to Mayor in the Morning. Only 10 minutes late today. Not bad. Not bad. I'm feeling kind of I'm late, I'm gay, I'm sick. A little sick, not the Rona. I think I got AIDS from California. No, just like a little something. I noticed last Sunday, I was like, I felt phlegmy, but it's fine. It's literally nothing. It's just it's one of those things where you wake up in the morning and you like kind of feel like death, but all you have to do is get up and start your day and like take a hot shower and like cough up a few hairballs, then you're good. So I'm sorry I haven't done any morning streams this week until now because I've just been feeling blah. But I'm back, baby. Had a really great time in California. Met I haven't even posted all my photos yet. I have so many photos. I met Chris Gore. He came to the Pasadena show at the sold out Elks Lodge. That's right. I sold out the Elks Lodge in Pasadena. Best fucking show. So much fun. It's one of those shows that you just slap. It's slapped together. It comes together. It's miraculous. It's one of those like speakeasy for the people by the people shows. None of these, sometimes you don't want to perform in a fancy shiny comedy club, or maybe the fancy shiny comedy clubs won't book you, so you have to do it Elks Lodge. Anyway, had a great time. Shout out to Adam Choate for having us there. I met Chris Gore and he gave me this book, Celebrities Poop. You guys know the book Everybody Poops. Well, he gave me this book, Celebrities Poop. It's so silly. And he autographed it for me. Chrissie, from one Chris to another, you rock. Chris Gore. He spelled my name wrong, but that's fine. You know what? It's not technically wrong. This is just how I spelled my name until grade 7. So it's just like not historically accurate. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Oprah makes a big poop. Justin Bieber makes a small poop. When was this made? 2013. Okay. An A-list celebrity makes an A-list poop. Who do you think that is? And a D-list celebrity makes a D-list poop. That's definitely Kathy Griffin. Only kidding. Movie stars poop. And so do TV stars. And reality stars too. That's definitely Snooki. Jesus. Different celebrities make different kinds of poop, different shapes, different colors, even different smells. What does Lady Gaga's poop look like? It's probably covered in blood. She's probably eating it. Some celebrities stop to poop. That's Howard Stern. Others do it on the move. That's Jay Leno. Just pooping while he runs. Some celebrities poop here and there. Others do it in a special place. I don't really know who this is. Oh, is that Jimmy Fallon? Grown-up celebrities poop. Actresses poop. While some celebrities poop on the potty, other celebrities poop in their diapers. Oh. Some celebrities poop and don't even notice. Other celebrities clean up after themselves. He's just putting a mat over his poop. Yes, this is Everybody Poops, but Chris Gore version. These celebrities poop by the water. This celebrity does it in the water. Michael Phelps. The president wipes himself with paper, then flushes it down. That's supposed to be like a headless Trump or headless Obama. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't make a, if this is Obama, they didn't make a dropping your Cosby kids off at the pool joke. All celebrities eat. So, Michael Moore, Trump, Howard Stern, Oprah, Kathy Griffin, Michael Phelps. What is she eating? A live chicken? All celebrities eat. So, this is a really quick story. Basically over. Celebrities poop. It says you're hired, you're fired on his butt. That's silly. Thanks, Chris Gore. I should have a story time. A story time. Okay, it's not really staying. Also, big shout out to Cam from Flagrant Triggers. I just got my very special, very limited edition Make Marvel Mail Again shirts. I want to wear this to the gym today, but I want to sweat it up because I want to wear it to F&T tonight. It's cut out. Like, I don't know if he cut this himself, but there's obviously a head hole, but these armholes. Yeah. I don't know if he cut this himself. If he did, I'm impressed. So I got that. And I got this one, which I'm definitely like maybe 10 pounds from looking good in. And it's like a little crop top. It's like a little superhero top. It's made of like this lycra costumey kind of material. It's like it's like a costume top. It's like a little croppy top. Maybe I'll give this to Zia or somebody smaller than me because it would look really good on someone maybe a tiny bit smaller. Yeah. You sent me a super chat before the show started. Ruh-roh. This one? What is with the quartering having morning streams? Come on. Yeah. Quartering. This is my idea. This is my idea to go live in the morning. Get out of here. You drama farmer. You digital cannibal. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but digital cannibal shirts are on sale also through Flagrant Triggers, of course. Why would you go anywhere else? Everywhere else sucks. FlagrantTriggers.com now carries the digital cannibal shirt. Thanks to Shane Cashman. I feel like the Ruin for Putin shirt is going to make a resurgence. I don't know. I get the feeling like I thought it was about to be done, but I feel like this war is going to go on like forever. So I think these are going to start selling again. I would be curious to know which is the best seller. I got to get a Simcast tank. You sound vaccinated. I could wear that to the gym too and piss off you know who. But here we go. Digital cannibal shirts. Yeah, baby. I love this design. It's very, very 80s, very neon. It comes in white, black, gray, green. I don't love this shade of green, but I think on the right person it would look good. Navy. And then heather black, which is new and different. Kind of like a softer black. You probably are like, what is the difference? I think the heather black looks pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. All fellow PR bots, let us share in the feast of our griftkin. That's fun. I gotta get a filing cabinet shirt. Simcast Mayor. Frostbite. Poor Frost. I should send her one. Oh, guys, I have a P.O. box now. Isn't that exciting? I have a P.O. box. I am the proud owner of a P.O. box. And I can get packages and everything. And even if the package doesn't fit in my box, they will put a slip in there and then they'll let me know. And then I can go get it. It's really exciting. I really feel like I made it now. I think, what did I pay? I don't know. They're like a few $100s for the year. Okay, sure. Now you can send me kazoos, right? Yeah, I guess I can tell you. It's in Chappaqua. It's P.O. Box 884 in Chappaqua, New York. I forgot the zip code. Let's see. I should know this. 10514, I think. I think is the zip for my P.O. box. Yeah, baby. I'm going to post it. I'm going to put it on my website and post it somewhere. Now you guys can send me swords. Whatever else. You know, it's so funny. Now that I have a P.O. box, probably not get anything now. No, it's okay. It's all good. Chappaqua. It's fun to say. Late and breaded. What's up, Torgo? Thanks for the super chat. Oh my God, Nvidia's back. Liking the natural unbrushed. Thank you. This is a shower. This is a washed hair from yesterday, but it's definitely unbrushed and no eyeliner. That's what's different. And like a little bit of mascara, some eyeshadow, some blushy bronzer. Thanks, Nvidia. How's your new computer doing? Mark Zark, get well soon, Chrissy. Thanks, Mark. I'm going to try not to hack into the microphone. Planet Fatness, thanks for the 5. Are you planning on writing the Pimp Link guest hosting on Alex Stein's new show? Well, it's funny that you asked because I will be going to Dallas the first weekend of May. And I'm going to be on Alex's show. I said I would make myself available to him that whole week leading up. So I think I will be on the show. Definitely once, maybe multiple times, because I said I'm going to be there. I have all these days, you know, because I'll be coming from Vegas. So we got the FNT meetup in Vegas. Then I'm doing a show out there. I just got tickets put online for the show. Actually, I could just put it up on the screen. But yeah, definitely going to be on the Pimp Blimp guest hosting. Definitely. Let me pull up my shows. Oh, I didn't even bring them up yet. Okay. Got a lot of shows coming up. I'm very excited. I'm like so excited. Woohoo! I'll be in New York City. If you're still in New York City, it probably means you can't leave. So just come to a show already. I'll be headlining in New York City Saturday, March 25th at 8 and 10 o'clock at the Grizzly Pear Midtown on West 54th Street. Then I'll be heading to the Reef in Staten Island, the Reef at Paradise Island, Friday, April 7th. Saturday, April 8th, I'll be in Morris Plains at Tiff's Ale House, also known as a Dojo of Comedy. Great club. Very good. Very strong Cosmos at Tiff's. I have to be careful. Then Las Vegas, Thursday, April 27th. I'll be at the Space for a 7 o'clock show. I will be headlining. Definitely Lila Hart will be there. Other guests to be confirmed. But this is going to go perfectly with the FNT meetup weekend. Because I believe the meetup is the day before on the Wednesday. So if you're going to be out there, just fill out your weekend. If you're going to make a weekend out of it, maybe people are just going to go and come back. But fuck yeah, Las Vegas. Then Dallas, May 5th and 6th. I'll be doing 4 shows at Hyenas. Lila Hart will be on these shows as well. Love Hyenas. Great club. Then I'll be in Richmond, Virginia at the Sandman Comedy Club Wednesday, August 9th. And then we got Anime Matsuri. Oh, very good. Anime Matsuri. In Houston, August 10th through the 13th. And I'm headlining that same weekend, Friday, August 11th at the Secret Group. Tickets are on sale right now. If you know you're going to be at the convention, just get tickets. It's going to be like an after party, yo. Going to be fun. Fun. Here's where I blow my nose on. God, how embarrassing that I have to blow my nose on camera. See, this is why I didn't want to go live in the mornings. I didn't want to subject y'all to this. But there's a lot of fun. There's so many fun news stories. Alex has been killing it with his guests. He got Roger Stone, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Gavin McGinnis. We have a candle question. Good question. Okay, if you get the ones from Bath and Body Works that are the White Barn 3-wick candles, they're about like this big. Those go pretty quickly. Like those could go, if I burn them every day, they could go in a couple of weeks. But these boys, these bad boys, the Yankees, these take forever, which is why I made sure I got a smell I really liked, because these last forever. Like you have to be consistent. You have to really, every time you burn it, and burn it for like hours, and then it finally gets down. This one's starting to tunnel a little tiny bit. Tunneling is where the wax burns unevenly. Like it doesn't burn all the way to the side before drying out. So then it's like you have a smaller wax hole, and then you smaller and smaller and smaller, and then you can barely get to it. And you kind of waste the candle that way. Yankee candles take forever. What does it say on the bottom? How many hours of burn? Watch me dump this on my face. It doesn't say. Doesn't say how many burn hours, but sparkling snow is the best. It's the best wintertime smell. It smells a little Christmassy, but not really. What are the notes? It's hot. It's hot. It's burning my hand. What are the like fragrant notes on this? Oh, they're not even saying. Okay. And it's next to this, my Gina Carano Bodega candle, which I never burn. Well, I burned it once, and then I was like, what am I doing? So it depends. NKFD. The worst thing to do is just like, there's lots of toxins, really. Are there any non-toxic candles? I should share some of the books. Could we do story time? Let's do a story time. All right. I'm trying to stay on task here. Oh my God, NVIDIA, stop it. You did not have to send me candle money. Girl, you too much. Thank you, NVIDIA. New month, new candle fund. Hey, what are some recommended flavors? Maybe I'll branch out and try some new smells. Thanks, NVIDIA. You the best. Okay. You know what news totally eluded me is this Hershey's story. Hershey says it stands by its internet, because it's March now. Thank God. Black History Month is over. Now it's Women's History Month. Can't we just have Conspiracy Theory Month? Oh, that was supposed to be January. Maybe I'll push that for April. Hershey says it stands by its International Women's Day campaign featuring a trans woman even after calls to boycott the company. First of all, Hershey's chocolate fucking sucks. If you're still eating Hershey's chocolate, like it's literally only for like kids at Halloween because they don't know any better, and it's cheap. It's really horrible. It's probably the worst chocolate. They're Lindt balls. Go get Lindt balls. Those are on point. Cadbury is always good. Just about like I put Hershey's on the level as like Russell Stover's. The Russell Stover, like the panic pack of chocolates that people get when they like fuck up or they like forget about Valentine's Day. I put those way down there in terms of like quality. But you know what? Russell Stover's not going woke, so I think I have to bump them up a little bit. But I guess there's been calls to boycott Hershey's. Hershey says it stands by its International Women's Day campaign featuring a trans woman. The campaign featured Faye Johnstone, a trans woman, on chocolate bar wrappers. The campaign triggered conservatives. We're so triggered. No, we're just going to stop buying your shit. Triggered conservatives on social media who are calling for a boycott of the company, chocolate company. Hershey said it stands by its international, but But why wouldn't you pick a woman then? I picked a trans woman for International Women's Day. Following social media calls to boycott the company over the move, we value togetherness and recognize the strength created by diversity. Diversity, guys. Why can't they? It'd be hilarious if they had a black person promoting chocolate. Why not pick a black woman? There we go. You like some chocolate, and then fucking many jokes can be had. We value togetherness and recognize the strength created by diversity, a Hershey spokesperson told Bloomberg. They have a white lady modeling the white chocolate. How come I can think of this and they can't? Over the past 3 years, our Women's History Month programming has been an inclusive celebration of women and their impact. We appreciate the countless people and meaningful partnerships behind these efforts. And then M&Ms did this shit. They tried to make the M&Ms trans. You guys remember my rant about the trans M&M? I was like, there's a nut inside. Don't trust it. And I don't really, this kind of shit really makes me not want to, I mean, I'm not really eating candy anyway because I'm doing keto, but this really makes me not, like if I'm going to splurge, it makes me not want to splurge on Hershey's or M&M's. M&M's is Mars, isn't it? The M&M spokes candies are back. Here's how the chocolate candy went from a wartime treat to playing a starring role in the culture wars. M&M's brought back its talking candy mascots after Sunday's Super Bowl game. The spokes candies went on an indefinite pause as part of the brand's Super Bowl ad play. Here's an history of M&M's. It originates from in a European war. M&M's is bringing its talking candies back as its official representatives in what appears to be the conclusion of the elaborate Super Bowl stunt. In January, Mars said the anthropomorphic candies would take an indefinite pause. In their place, M&M's would be replaced by SNL cast member Maya Rudolph. I thought that was a weird decision. Didn't make any sense. I was like, damn, she's really not busy. But after Sunday's Super Bowl game, M&M's ran a 15-second ad making clear that Rudolph's tenure as spokesperson was ending. I'm glad to be back because this is what I was made for. The purple M&M says, I mean, as a walking, talking candy, my options are pretty limited. M&M's is among the oldest candy brands in the U.S. and is taking talking candies are relatively recent additions. As part of its He for She campaign, oh, this is so retarded. Hershey is featuring Faye Johnstone. Oh. Okay. Faye Johnstone, a trans rights activist, on limited edition. I would love to see a trans far right activist. That'd be hilarious. Wait, isn't that basically Blair White? On limited edition chocolate bar wrappers in Canada. Of course, Canada. Johnstone is featured alongside 4 other Canadian women who are activists in their respective fields. On Wednesday, Johnstone tweeted about the partnership, writing that she grew up with few trans role models and hopes that the campaign shows trans girls that they can dream big and change the world too. Oh, you mean just confused boys? I don't know. I just don't think you should let adults transition if they want. I just don't like. I think role models are role models. It shouldn't matter what they are. Her tweets were met with praise and support from some, but also with criticism from conservatives and calls to boycott Hershey. This is so dumb.
My name is Faye Johnstone. I'm the executive director of Wisdom to Action.
This wrapper is so ugly too. Cookies and cream. Her for she.
Create a world where everyone is able to live in public space.
Everyone is allowed to live in a public space. What is this, Riyadh? This is America. This is the best country for any type of person.
Their honest and authentic selves. See the women.
I don't see any regular white women here. I don't feel represented. Help! I don't feel represented.
And changing how we see the future at Hershey's Canada.
Ugh, Canada. Wow. Is anybody going to buy these? I don't think so. Johnstone responded to the backlash, saying saying the negative reaction shows just how far we still have to go in the fight for feminism, for feminist liberation and trans rights. Actually, this is kind of the opposite of feminism. Hershey did not immediately respond to insiders' requests for comment sent outside regular business hours. The company's share price closed at 0.7 higher at 238.40 on Thursday. The controversy over Hershey's campaign followed another fracas. I've never heard them use this word. At M&Ms in 2022, M&Ms rebranded the appearance of its spokes candies mascots by rebranding the shoes of both the brown and green females. Yeah, I'll never forget that. You took the high heels away from the green M&M. For what? Why? In particular, the high-heeled boots on the green M&Ms were replaced by sneakers. Ugh, disgusting. Defeminizing our green M&M. Our sexy M&M. The changes irked conservatives like Fox News host Tucker Carlson, who said female M&Ms were now less sexy with their new footwear. M&M said in January of 2023 that the company was taking an indefinite pause from the spokes candies as it didn't want to polarize people. They don't know what they're doing. Ooh. I just saw this hamburger with a donut for a bun, and like I literally just started drooling. I don't know. I think this is it's obviously virtue signaling. I just don't see it really making a difference in moving product. Okay. I should have like a different cough button. Do you guys care? Does the M&M thing, does the Hershey thing piss you off, or you don't care? It's easy to just like drown it out. Like just forget. Okay, what I do want to talk about is this New Jersey woman who blew herself up in a house full of cats. I feel like this is the ghost of Christmas future for me. Like this could have been me. According to authorities, a woman in New Jersey who lived with dozens of cats refused to leave her home after being served with an eviction notice. Police attempted to remove the woman from her home in Roosevelt, Monmouth County, but she threatened to blow up the house on Cedar Court. Why wouldn't she get the cats out before blowing it up? Shortly after, smoke was seen coming from the residence before it was completely engulfed in flames. What did she? I wonder what she did. How did she do that? Or did she give each little cat like a canister of gas? The woman is believed to have caused the fire by turning on the gas and igniting it with a match. Despite efforts by multiple fire departments, the woman did not survive the incident. I guess she really didn't want to move out. The fire is suspected to have resulted from natural gas. Neighbors reported that the woman had lived in the house for several years and cared for numerous pets. I can't believe she blew up the cats. They told the local media that there may have been as many as 30 cats living with her at the time of the blast. Oh. Animal control searched the scene for any escaped cats, but had not found any. That's really sad. Like, do what you want with yourself, but like, don't take out innocent animals. Wow.
Tonight, an eviction fight ends in a deadly fire. A woman's body found inside a burned out home in New.
That's a big house. Wow. Scene of the crime. Did they interview any cats? No, they probably couldn't find any. The cats are all well done in there. Meow. Crispy cats. Oh, this woman with the baby. The woman with the baby's like, it could have been me, but I had this baby. I met a man. Wow. How to get rid of swollen feet in 4 days. Wow. Kind of sad. Not surprising, though. How do you have money for 30 cats, but not for rent? People make bad choices. How about have one cat and then just pay your rent? I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. Okay, this is exciting to see. UNC, the University of North Carolina, I guess is finally standing up to woke virtue signaling. Where have all the adults gone? Okay, this is, I think, an opinion piece, but then I'll read the news piece that this was kind of inspired by. This is one of the questions. This is by Douglas Murray. This is one of the questions that I keep wondering wherever I look into America or the wider West these days. We have politicians who behave like school children, teachers who live in fear of their students, and bosses and CEOs who are terrorized by their most junior employees. When did all the adults leave the room? I started to get an answer to that question last week when I was at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. I actually performed at a club near this college, and it was kind of, some of the college kids actually came to the show. And they were like a little woke but still had fun. So this is a little surprising to see, but it's very cool. This is encouraging. Because I was told an audience there, two things happened the day. Because as I told an audience there, two things happened the day I was there that suggested that some adults at least want to take back the room. The first thing that happened was that the university's board of governors voted to ban compelled speech. What does that exactly mean? Oh, that's the other article. That is, they voted against the pathetic DEI or DIE diversity, equity, inclusion statements that so many institutions in this country now demand at the door. You know, the sort of thing. The form-filling demands students and professors say what they have done to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is a political test, nothing else. For instance, if you ask me what I have done to promote diversity, inclusion, and equity, I would answer very little because I don't accept the premise. Diversity is a fact, not something you promote. The same goes for inclusion. As for equity, I don't believe in it. Equality is a great aspiration, and we already have the law for that. But equity, the idea that everybody should have not just equal opportunities, but equal outcomes, sorry, that's a hard no from me. I don't like equal outcomes in sports, and I don't care for them in education or economics either. In any case, it's never going to happen. So as an aspiration, it is, among much else, a complete waste of time. Universities and corporations that demand people swear fealty, shout out to fealty, for these ideas are simply keeping out anybody who doesn't consent to their radical view of the world and wasting everybody's time. But the second thing that happened on that day at Chapel Hill was that the university became the latest campus to launch an alumni free speech alliance group. An increasing number of colleges are doing this because across the country, alumni of our major educational institutions are becoming increasingly alarmed at what's going on in these countries' institutions, and they'd like to do something about it. With the right leadership, such organizations can put pressure on university administrators and others when they get out of line and start institutional DIE and other woke idiocies. Because the great problem with this and with so much else is that all this is such a distraction. This week, we saw a similar distraction with Randy Weingarten's weird meltdown on the steps of the Supreme Court. The most powerful woman in American education stood there, foaming at the mouth, cursing and jumping up and down with a performative rage. Why? Because of the case in the Supreme Court about student debt. Weingarten ranted that, frankly, and this is what really pisses me off, during the pandemic, we understood that small businesses were hurting and we helped them, and it didn't go to the Supreme Court to challenge it. Big businesses were hurting and we helped them, and it didn't go to the Supreme Court to challenge it. Do you know what else happened during the pandemic? Weingarten and her comrades made sure that American school children needlessly lost years of their education. They didn't need to. And when it came down to it, Weingarten cared more about her union than she did about American kids. Her meltdown on the Supreme Court steps is a distraction from that fact. A distraction that Weingarten and company are only too happy to play. Because while they're making up nonsensical political purity tests and putting on political displays, educational standards in this country are going only one way. Speak to any academic in America and ask them if they can say the following sentence with a straight face. Every year, the students come up to university knowing more and more. I have never met a professor who could say that. It only ever goes the other way. With university professors having to teach students basics that they should have already learned at school. And if that was the case till now, imagine how much worse it's going to get once the kids who missed their education during COVID start making their way through the system. Yeah, I mean, I meant how many kids are probably getting are they getting left back anymore? Probably not. Like based on what I hear from my sister who's a teacher out in Vegas, they just kind of pass everybody. They just kind of pass them through. Kids are not allowed to get like Fs or Gs anymore, if I'm not wrong. Like I think they just or maybe they're not allowed to get Fs and they're just like they'll get Ds and Cs and it's apparently fine with them. Like it sounds like kids just don't the meaning of grades is gone. They just don't care about grades. It's like it's not it's like not it's not enough to like kick them in the ass. Like when I was in school, the idea of getting a D was like so embarrassing. I don't think I ever really got lower. I think I maybe got 1 D in college. And it might have been in like some fucking religion, like Asian religion class. I think he wanted to fail me for plagiarism. Oops. It was like you had to take one of the religion courses. I should have just taken like one of the normal ones. I was recently speaking to one expert about this and asked what we should expect. His answer was alarming. Remember the so-called July effect, where they say that more accidents and mishaps happen in American hospitals in July because that is when the new trainee doctors come online in the health system? Well, we can expect year upon year of the July effect. Man, isn't that good to keep in mind? Like if you want to get a surgery or something, like don't do it in July. Well, we can expect year upon year of the July effect right through the American life, from the education system on. This is what we should all fear. And it is why we cannot afford the distractions of DIE or Weingarten's headline grabbing. The future of American education is in serious trouble, and it is our youth who are losing out. It is time the adults re-enter the room to help them out. And then why are we talking about fentanyl? Fentanyl is not political. I felt slightly sick yesterday seeing the footage of President Biden reacting to the testimony of Rebecca Keisling, the American mom who lost her 2 young sons to fentanyl. Because a Republican had tried to blame Biden for the deaths. Oh, was that Marjorie Taylor Greene? Biden reacted with a smirk when asked about it. The interesting thing is that the fentanyl the boys took came during the last administration, Biden said with a laugh, as though his getting off the hook was the issue. With all due respect, Mr. President, that is not the issue. Fentanyl isn't a Republican or Democratic problem, a Trump or a Biden problem. It's an American problem. And rather than ducking responsibility for fentanyl coming in a couple of years ago, how about doing something today to stop the hundreds of thousands more lives being shattered by this appalling drug? Yeah, let's go to the comments. As far as education goes, high schools should return to having vocational training courses like auto mechanics and culinary arts. Not everyone is college material or even interested in college. There's a huge void in labor fields which have high demand and good earning potential, like electricians and plumbing, HVAC, etc. Let's put tax dollars allocated for education back into vocational class. Yeah. I hear so much about HVAC. Maybe I'll go into HVAC. Where I live, electricians, HVAC technicians, and plumbers are all held in high regard and paid for their services accordingly. Those are excellent vocations and are unlikely to be shipped overseas or replaced by automation. Beats becoming a master's educated barista with a ton of college debt. Oh my God, yep. That's what all of us millennials did, right? Okay. Abe Lincoln had the foresight to recognize that in the future everyone would want to send their kids to college, but he said that it wasn't practical because we will always need farmers, bricklayers, and all the other trades. We are nurturing and empowering a nation of youngsters who feel they should never, ever feel a moment of doubt or pain or anguish or insecurity or tough times. Life is simply not that cushy or safe or smooth by nature. Part of becoming a strong adult is weathering the times and moments when you feel nearly hopeless and have to reach down deeply to move forward. A forging of the mind and soul. These youngsters will be weak and unprepared for the real world in which we live. Oh my God, this cough. China is building a formidable military and implementing man-up programs for their men. Meanwhile, our military is being diluted with woke, soft recruits. Yep, China is loving every minute of this. We are also teaching a nation of youngsters to be racist, communist pedophiles. Paid off my student and my wife's. That was 40 years ago. The company I worked for had a generous college tuition reimbursement plan, so mine was small debt. Unfortunately, my wife had the 1967 Ford Pinto tied to her loan. Her dad gave me the responsibility soon after we married. My 2 daughters have debt, and they are responsible. They could have had academic scholarships to a local community college. They declined. JR college is for losers. My son took the scholarship and had no debt except for college. The last 2 years, he's paid up. Yeah, I remember, like, my parents, well, really my mom more so trying to get me to go to, like, community college or, but I was like, ew, Nassau community. That's for losers. I also really wanted to dive in college. So that was her threat. Like, when my grades were doing well, she's like, I'm going to take you out. You're going to go to Hofstra. And I was like, no, not Hofstra. Okay. All right, but they're trying. This is like a glimmer of hope, right? UNC. They're attempting it. They're attempting to fight the woke. Okay. This is the other article. This is from the 25th. University of North Carolina cancels woke diversity in hiring. In a growing backlash against woke culture, the board of University of North Carolina moved to ban diversity, equity, and inclusion requirements from its hiring and promotion process this week. The school's board of governors voted to ban DEI statements from hiring and tenure decisions, according to a report. The Chapel Hill-based school shall neither solicit nor require an employee or applicant for academic admission or employment to affirmatively ascribe to or opine about beliefs, affiliations, ideals, or principles regarding matters of contemporary political debate or social action as a condition to admission, employment, or professional advancement, according to the decision made Thursday. A nonprofit that has been I can't even read today. A nonprofit that has been advocating for an end to DEI requirements in institutions across the country took credit for the move. What's the name of the nonprofit? Kenny Zhu, president of Color Us United, said his group has been behind the push to abolish DEI at UNC's medical school and started a petition that now has 614 signatures. That's cool. The petition includes the statement, I am deeply concerned about the indulgence of wokeness and DEI in the North Carolina medical system. It makes me feel like I am part of a radical social experiment rather than a patient to be trusted and cared for. The medical school's guidelines for appointment, promotion, and tenure previously declared that a statement for each area is required as part of the CV and should outline depth and breadth of efforts in each area, including but not limited to impact of work, philosophy and style, team-based projects, and mentee interactions. Earlier this month, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced an initiative to ban DEI from state-funded schools. Nice. All right. That's something. That's something, guys. Can't say nothing is happening. Like affirmative action, the diversity policies have done their job. It's time to move to merit-based achievement. There's plenty of diversity in education now. What matters now are value, excellence, and measurements of success. I agree most Americans favor DEI as a concept, but it's gone way over the top now, to the point where it now excludes Asians, whites, Latinos, and others. Yeah, the Asians are pissed about this. You guys aren't even thinking about the Asians because they keep quiet. They're not really loud and obnoxious like the whites are. Wait. That's neither fair nor right. That reverse discrimination has taken hold in every system practicing DEI. It's time to make academic excellence and achievement the benchmarks again. We need to include people of all stripes. I like when people say that. All stripes. Practice equality rather than equity. Raise standards again in academics, medicine, teaching, and every field of study and practice. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, the teachers are kind of like bound by the administrators too. Okay. All right, University of North Carolina, you're trying. They're trying, guys. Oh yeah, I saw somebody's going after Blair White. Truny Tunes, I think their name is on Twitter. That's not cool. Don't you go after my Blair White. Planet Fatness. Thanks for the super chat. Are you planning on writing the Pimplum? Oh, duh. I already read that. Yeah, I am. I'm going to be there first week of May. Hopefully every day that week, yo. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I forget. But I'm definitely going to be there. Dallas is going to be fun. What's up, Deranged Lunatic? You're sure talking about your box a lot today. Oh, my P.O. box. Matthew Hammond, adult toys incoming to P.O. Box. Ah! I need to get more more lube. There's this lube I really like, and it's honestly like not all lubes are the same, yo. Like some of the KY ones, I tried the KY. It's supposed to be like for him and her pleasure. No, it's for no one's pleasure. They both sting. Like that's not supposed to happen. And so the one I have that I like, I've never even seen it. I think somebody like mixed it up in their basement and sold it like independently. Like I don't even know where to get more. Do you think you'll ever do a Discord movie again? Oh, yes, I would love to. I would love to do that. We should watch well, it's too late to do Christmas movies, I think, but is there an Easter movie we could do? You know what? Fuck that. Let's just do the movies that I like to watch. Let's watch Sweet November. Let's watch Can't Hardly Wait. Let's watch Center Stage. I could roast them. I think we must have a list on the Discord about like movie suggestions. Maybe I could schedule that like this month sometime. Pick a winner. Seeing Venti's BF seems like a beta male, not an alpha. Have you ever met him? Pick a winner. Ooh, NVIDIA, I'll get more movies for you if you tell me what you want. Ooh, okay. Well, I really love... I mean, are people going to watch the movies that I like? Maybe not. Center Stage is great. I love Center Stage. Whatever you feel, just dance it. Can you include the P.O. box in the YouTube description? Yes. I also will put it on my website. Right? Where else could I put it? Yeah, I was making like some labels. I was very excited to make labels with the new thing on it. The new address. The whole time I was worried that I was going to get rejected for a P.O. box. I was like, I had some old lady helping me. I was thinking like, don't Google me. Don't Google me. Can they do that? Can they reject you for a P.O. box? Is that even allowed? Corporal Biggins, Richard, it's okay to be a white M&M. Yeah, where are the white M&Ms? Yeah, that's part of why we talked about, what's his face? The Dilbert guy got in so much trouble because I think he said like it's okay to be white, and somehow they've twisted that phrase to be some sort of white nationalist dog whistle, which is insane. Like that's what they do. They take normal phrases and words and they twist them to mean something different because they want to make you nuts. What's up, Deranged? Chrissy, Megan Fox is an awesome guest. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. She's really cool. I introduced her as a having recently broken up with Machine Gun Kelly, and she laughed. So that's all that matters. Yeah, we're like old friends. It was crazy. We got along really well. We could just, some people you can just literally talk about nothing and an hour goes by like that. I like her a lot. She's definitely, I gotta throw her on Simpcast. She passed the test. Torgo the White, Chrissy, try and get Mary Harrington on the pod. She has a new book out called Feminism Against Progress. Ooh, same vein as the Louise Perry book. I'm writing this down. Mary Harrington. Feminism Against Progress. Oh, sweet. I think I need more sticky notes. I have a love-hate relationship with sticky notes. I love the idea of them, but once they lose even a little bit of their stickiness, it's like I immediately fucking hate them. And then they just become squares of loose paper on your desk that collect dust. Also, like, sticky notes should not be living. I know that sticky notes should not be living around my computer for like months on end. Like I'm looking at the things down here. Like they don't even need like start. Like here are my sticky notes. Start time stamping your podcasts. This has been here for months. Have I done it? Not really. I mean, I'll write them down in my notes, but I will rarely. Yeah. Supplements to buy. Zinc, quercetin, NAC, anti-parasitic, global healing. This was like, oh, I gotta like, what is that, whiteout? I gotta buy a bunch of supplements. Who knows what's gonna happen? I guess I can leave that up. This is my other sticky. Do not play videos unless it's libs of TikTok. I break this rule all the time. I'm constantly playing videos. Invoices to do. I'm so behind. Yeah. Call the Omni Seaport in Boston Friday morning. This is from the literal, like, the Boston convention we went to. What was that, was that October? Because I think they charged me extra for something. I just never called them. And I'm not going to call them. That feels good. What other posts do I have? Passwords. All right, I can't show you those. Pay Amex. Follow up with Brett Cooper. Goodbye. Okay. Wow, it feels really good to crumple up Post-its. It's like actually freeing. Oh yeah, add the PO box to the YouTube channel. That's a good idea. Sometimes you got to just throw out, like, when shit is sitting on your desk for too long, I swear to God, it weighs you down. It's like sometimes you got to just throw out your to-do list, or sometimes you just have to like copy it onto a new sheet of paper, like write it in a different way. Like you got to keep it moving. You can't have anything on your desk sit for too long. It's like it creates like weight. I probably sound crazy, but I'm absolutely correct. From Porch, if you feel like a cold is coming on, I suggest an Irish today. Okay, I'm listening. Jameson whiskey, honey, and ginger root. I thought this said worm is needed. I have multiple beverages going on Porch right now. I have coffee. I have tea. This is like an immunity tea with honey. It's an echinacea tea, never mind. And do you want to know what my tea bag wisdom of the day is? Trust your identity. Be in touch with your reality. It's like not saying anything. I also have a vitamin water, and I also have just a regular water. But yeah, I'm all about the honey. I swear to God, I literally like basically cured myself of COVID just with honey and tea. Like that's what I mostly did. And by the time I took a test, I was almost over it. Jameson, honey, and ginger root. Okay, so you take the actual ginger root and boil it. You don't have to tell me twice to drink. Sia's boob surgery is getting moved. Okay. She's getting her new boobs earlier than we thought. Did O'Keefe go undercover again? Check Twitter DM. What? Go undercover where? Dude, this is funny. You're getting funny, Matthew. Breaking news: after being fired by Project Veritas, James O'Keefe is rumored to be working undercover for Hershey's during Women's History Month. This looks exactly like him. Oh my God. That's amazing. It really looks just like him. Looks better as a dude, though. Midwest finest. You have an idea of why biological women are pushing for trans women so hard? Seems counterproductive as a feminist to be. God, you know what? You know what it could be? Why biological women are pushing for trans women so hard seems so counterproductive as a feminist. All right, I'm just talking about the extreme cases, like the types of women that bring their kids to a drag show. I'm not talking about like most of us are like fine with trans people. That goes without saying. But when I think about it, I wonder why some of these women, they're like a little that are into the ideology and the wokeness and the virtue signaling. I wonder if they do it. I wonder if they do it to like, I don't know. Does it have something to do with competition? I don't know. I have a joke where I talk about like women do love gay dudes. Like they make us feel great. They really boost our morale. They're always complimenting us, telling us we look great, even when we don't. Like sometimes a gay dude can fill in the needs that like you're not getting from your straight boyfriend or whatever. They're fun to drink with. They're fun to go out with. They tell you look fabulous. And like drag queens are kind of fun too. In my sort of limited experience with them. I would never take a kid to see it. That's because it's like for adults. I don't know. I wonder if it's some kind of I think it's a selfish thing. Like you're a mom who wants to go out still and like do it's every time I see a drag queen, I think like, oh, bachelor party. Like that's the vibe. Why are you bringing your kid to that? It's almost like you didn't finish partying enough as an adult, as a single person. Young Pei Chang, what's up, Young Pei Chang? Finally found new second job earlier this month. Oh wow, life is back to normalish. What are you doing now? Do you like your new job? The Dark Step is a new member. Thank you, Dark Step. America for 10. Considering that UNC C8 Chapel Hill is one of the reasons all of this came about, is a little late and hollow. More likely they're trying to protect the old white commies with stature. Ooh. Did they really lead the way on this stuff? I didn't know that. I bought these very cute tissues that like fold up. It's like perfect for a little purse. It's like, oh, I'm so little, it folds. But then they don't give you enough. You know how they have like muck, what's it called? What's it called? Muck racking when you eat, muck banging when you eat a bunch of food on camera. I wonder if there's an equivalent like, oh, watch me blow my nose on camera. Is there anybody out there with like a nose blowing fetish? Ew. Oh my God. My mom used to do this thing. It was so funny. I just remembered. My mom used to do this thing where she would blow her nose and look right at you. I don't know why. It was the funniest thing. Like You're not supposed to have eye contact with anybody when you blow your nose. That's a very kind of personal, like, I'm sick, I'm keeping it to myself, like, I don't want the snot going everywhere. She would just literally lock eyes and you'd be like, dude, it was so funny. I don't know why she did that. Maybe she just did it a couple times. I'm like, well, that's her thing now. Try it out. Try, like, if you have to sneeze or blow your nose or cough, just look somebody dead in the eye and see what happens. I think that's kind of fun. Mix it up. I don't know why I think that's funny. I miss my mom. Okay. K-Max, when you get a doctor or a flight, Chrissy, isn't your first concern not how good they are, but if they are BIPOC, trans, or a woman? I mean, these are the things we all, of course. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like if I fall down and need help, I hope that a black trans person will be the first person to help me. And if they're not, like, I'm upset. Elon Musk merely said Scott Adams had a right to free speech, and CNN turned that into Elon Musk defends white. Of course they do. CNN, the machine, they hate Elon. They hate him for what he did to Twitter. Although free Brittany Venti. Brittany Venti is still held hostage. Lucifer the Doberman. Oh, my girl GF. I hope that means girlfriend, or you're gluten free. And I love your content. If you ever do a show in Seattle or Vancouver, we will come see you. P.S. We'd love to take you to Sitch and Adam. What's Sitch and Adam? Is it a bar? Seattle. Vancouver. Is that in Canada? I should know. Seattle, I would be down with. That's cool. Thank you. What's up, NVIDIA? Chrissy needs an assistant to track Post-its. I shouldn't need an assistant. I should just be able to, like, get shit done. Almanac, thanks for the $1. Big Rod, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Chrissy, what's your shirt size? I got news for you. Ah, yes! Oh, my God. Oh. Small. I'm so small. Strange lunatic, stay healthy. Eat your honey. Yeah, eat my honey. You know what's good? Manuka honey. I should order some more of that. Ew, there is. NVIDIA says there is a market for doing nose blowing videos for oh, what's wrong with you people? That's so funny. I would do it and just make it like as least sexy as possible. Stitch and Adam. Stitch and Adam sounds like a trans clinic. Lol. It's the most criminally undersubbed channel on YouTube. Oh. Why did I think it was a bar? I'm dumb. Everyone is into something gross. Oh my God. I hate when my eyes are watering. When you guys are coming down with something, I spend several days just completely denying it. I just go like, no, I try to just will it away. Be like, no, I have a runny nose, or like my throat's starting to feel sore. I'll just pretend it's not happening. But like this is like a 1. This is like a 1 out of 10. It's like barely anything. Snot candles. Ew. I should really mute myself when I cough. Bring your body temperature up. Oh, like going to work out, which I'm doing after this show. That might help. Okay. Okay. Wait, we read about the woman and her cats. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Billie Eilish. She's a weird one. I always occasionally check in on her. I feel like she's like an alien creature. Billie Eilish deleted all social media and apps from her phone. Huge deal for me. Every time I see a picture of her, she looks dead inside. But decent rack. So let's read on. She's, quote, happier than ever. Billie Eilish, who has 110 million followers on Instagram, revealed she's taken the plunge and deleted all social media apps on her phone. 110 million. Wow. I don't look at it anymore, the 21-year-old said on an upcoming episode of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast. I deleted it all off my phone, which is a huge deal for me. I mean, it's not like you deleted your accounts. You can still check them on a desktop, right? Because, dude, you didn't have internet to grow up with. For me, it was such a big part of not my childhood. I wasn't an iPad baby, thank God. But honestly, I feel like, I can't believe they had iPads when she was. How old is she? 21. I just said it. Did they have iPads 20 years ago in the year 2000? 2001 or 2? Wow. 2001. My God. She was born in 2001 or 2. That's fucking crazy. I could have given birth to Billie Eilish. For me, it was such a part of not my childhood. I was an iPad baby. Thank God. But honestly, I feel like I grew up in the perfect time of the internet that it wasn't so internet-y. I had such a childhood. I was doing stuff all the time, she explained. The 7-time Grammy winner added, and then when I became a preteen, there were iPhones, and I got a little older. There was all of what has become, but being a preteen and a teenager on the internet, those were my people. I was one of them. The No Time to Die hitmaker, who previously shut down criticism of her body online, said another reason for deleting her social media apps was because she didn't like looking at pictures of herself. Oh, and she has a sad face. Oh, I'm so sad. I have a good career and millions of dollars. It's so hard. I'm a person who goes on the internet and to change nothing about the person I am or the life that I live, and just to keep doing what I do over the years. And slowly, the videos that I'm watching and things that I see on the internet about me are about me. Ew, stinky. I don't like that, she admitted. That's the other thing that freaks about me about the internet is how gullible it makes you. Anything I read on the internet, I believe me. I know for a fact that's stupid, and I shouldn't do that because I have proof it's not all true. Almost none of it is. I feel like I keep reading paragraphs, but I'm not learning anything about her. Like I feel like she's not saying anything. Are Gen Z people like all retarded, or is it just me? I mean, I'm a little retarded, but I feel like Gen Z is a lot retarded, especially like that video the other day of the girl who kept saying she didn't like talking stages of a relationship. I'm going to play that next. That cracks me up. Like, can any of you Gen Z people talk? Express yourselves? Like, form a coherent sentence? I feel like you can't. Eilish has spoken openly about her frustrations with body shamers and online trolls. In 2020, she fought back against the critics by stripping down in a YouTube video titled Not My Responsibility. She stripped down, like, all the way. Maybe I should just watch that on my own time. In a video for Calvin Klein in 2019, the Ocean Eyes singer said she never wants the world to know everything about me. I mean, that's why I wear big, baggy clothes, she said at the time. Nobody can have an opinion because they haven't seen what's underneath, you know? Nobody can be like, oh, she's slim, thick. She's not slim, thick. She's got a flat ass. She's got a fat ass. Nobody can say any of that because they don't know. True. Carter Berger says this generation craves attention, and once she starts to miss it, it will be too much. So yeah, I give it a week or 2 max before she's back online. Why would someone who looks like that take so many photos of themselves? It makes no sense. I hope she can now get to a gym, start eating healthy, and get some help with hair. Whoa, really? She looks like the definition of depression. Wow. Interesting. She does have a little bit of depressed eyes, or maybe she's on drugs or something. What do they call it now? What are the kids saying? They have what's it called? Something eyes. The name of a drug and eyes has become like slang now. What the hell is it called? Michaela Peterson talks about this a lot. The certain kind of drug, maybe it's a certain kind of painkiller. The chat will know. SSRI eyes, thank you. I'm obsessed with this now. She's got SSRI eyes. Let's look it up. Monitor the eyes for ocular effects from antidepressants. Ooh. It means when your eyes look a little kooky from SSRIs. I don't know. Try to not take any drugs. Are people still doing that? Am I the only one? Yeah, antidepressants. Why do you need antidepressants as a young person? Just like go, I don't know. Go run around. That's my advice for everyone. Just go. Most people don't even need the internet. True. Eye juice. She claimed to wish to make love to ghosts. Okay. So she's kooky. I'm reading this in your voice, Welsh. You know, good for Billie Eilish. Oh, this is bad. Okay, sorry. No one came here to listen to me cough. It seems like a non-article, like a non-event. I don't know why I read it. Oh, okay. This is good. Eliza hexed me. Okay. This is fun. What happened to carrot sticks and Cheez-Its? Hilary Duff reveals she serves caviar topped potato chips as a snack for her 10-year-old son and his friends, and admits all of her kids are very picky. Oh, how did that happen? Wowie. Her son Luca lives for caviar. Oh boy. That actually sounds pretty good. Because they're like, so I've only had caviar once in my life, and it was when I worked for a hedge fund in Manhattan. And I wonder if they're still in business right now. Traffilet. Remy White Traffilet is an American business. He's probably still doing something. But oh my God, it was the most boss experience ever. I was so happy to have the experience. I've probably told the story before, but it was like pre-economic collapse. I remember I got hired in November, and this Christmas trip was obviously the next month in December, and they flew us out to the Virgin Gorda Islands. Well, first they flew us out to Puerto Rico, and then they flew out the London office to meet us there as well. So we stayed one night at the Ritz-Carlton, fanciest hotel ever, in Puerto Rico, and then they chartered a private yacht, and we went around the Virgin Gorda Islands. And at one point, we like got off the boat, and like we were snorkeling or hanging out at this one little island, and they literally floated out to us on a surfboard, like a fucking spread of caviar and like other snacks. It was crazy. And I just was like, I was eating literally my weight in it not because I loved it. I mean, it was pretty good, but I'm just like, it's so expensive. I'm never going to have this again. I'm literally just like wolfing it down, which you're not supposed to do, which is not a fancy rich person thing to do. You're supposed to be like, oh, have a little bit and then move on. And I was like, yeah. It's just fun. It's fun when you have these experiences where you're like, oh my God, I'm so out of my element. It's like, I so don't deserve to be here. Like, this is so not my thing. And you just feel like, you feel like you don't belong. Yes, I was trafficked. That was really fun, though. I remember I was dating a guy at the time, and I did not bring him. I didn't want to bring him to the trip. I remember there was a bottle of champagne waiting for us, like in our room, chilled on ice. And I didn't even open it because I was like, I was so dumb. If I could go back, I would just chug it. Yes, I was eating like I was at a Golden Corral because that's how I always eat. You're out of your element. You're out of your element, Donnie. It was funny. Well, now that company's out of business, now that I ate $150K worth of caviar. No way. That was a fun job. It was like one of my first really intense assistant jobs. And there were so many things I didn't know because they don't, like, I had a communications degree. Nobody teaches you how to be an assistant in school. It's like I graduated and I was prepared for literally nothing. My first job out of college, I was a tour guide at Radio City Music Hall. I had to memorize a pamphlet this thick with all facts about Radio City Music Hall. And then I just went like from assistant job to assistant job. But that hedge fund job was really funny because I had like 4 or 5 bosses that I worked for. And this one guy like literally jerked off in his office. Like it was my job to sort of like tidy up their offices a little bit and like wipe down the counter sometimes, like just organize their files and stuff. They had these big brown, like dark mahogany desks in their offices. And like one of the top cupboards was like a jar. And I looked in, there was an open, fully active bottle of lube just sitting there. I was like, I'm like, now I know why. Now I know why Phil always locked his door. One of my bosses jerked off in his office. That's funny. These are funny. These are fun memories. It was a good time. And I also had no idea what a red-eye flight was. They'd be like, oh, put me on the red eye. And I'd be like, okay. And I'd be looking up like red eye airlines because I just had no fucking clue what a red eye was. And I was too embarrassed to ask. But I learned eventually. And then, the economy collapsed and we all found new jobs. It's good times. It was fun. The screen is still messing up. Yeah, that was crazy. Who the hell jerks off at their job? Men do. That's who. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I meant to bring this up before with Hershey. So now this is what Jeremy's likes to do because didn't they started a line of razors because the other brand went woke or whatever. So now Jeremy's razors now has their own line of chocolate. This is pretty funny. Jeremy's chocolate binary, nuts and nutless. He, him, and she, her. Wow. That's kind of funny. I kind of want to buy some just to see what it's like. Some chocolate companies don't even know what a woman is, but we do. Indulge in the chocolate binary. One with nuts, one without. You know which is which. That's funny. 24-pack. Damn. That's pretty cute. That's pretty funny. Jeremy's nutless bars. Oh, it tastes like ass. You've tried it, Admiral? Is it really not good? Oh, that's a bummer. They are so expensive. Oh my God. I have to really like something to like really spend a lot of money on a treat like that. She's got SSRI eyes. Dove is very good. Dove is the gold standards. Yeah. Okay. Poor Harry and Meghan. They're truly victims here. Grinning and bearing it, beaming Prince Harry and Meghan enjoy a date night at exclusive $4,200 a year private members club in LA. As a friend claims they've been left furious over King Charles' cruel decision to evict them from Frogmore Cottage. Wait, don't they not even live over there anymore? What the fuck is going on? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle took the phrase, keep calm and carry on. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a whole like British thing. To new levels last night when they stepped out for a date night, an exclusive $4,200 a year private members club in Los Angeles, even as reports surfaced they are being evicted from their UK home. by King Charles, while a friend of the couple claimed they had been left furious over what they see as cruel punishment at the hands of Harry's father. The Sussexes couldn't have looked happier when they were pictured arriving at the lavish St. Vincent bungalows on Tuesday night, when they were both seen grinning from ear to ear as they made their way inside the ultra-private venue. Meghan, 41, beamed as she made her way out of the couple's chauffeured SUV, looking chic in a beige $1,600 Carolina Herrera cape coat, which she accessorized with fucking really expensive shoes. Who spends this much on shoes or a coat? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Even if you have the money, like, you can find shit that looks like this without spending this much. That's why I'm a Maxinista. As well as a Dior bag. Good for you. Wow, you bought expensive shit. She grinned happily while being escorted inside the bungalows by a burly security guard who held an umbrella over Meghan's head. I like that they have a BIPOC umbrella holder. That's good. That's good of them. Who looked casual in a pair of dark wash jeans, navy sneakers, and a navy sweater and a gray tweed blazer. Oh, really? Where did Harry get all his clothes from? Harry was the first to clamber out of the car, but was closely followed by his wife and a female friend who was seated beside Meghan in the backseat of the vehicle. Oh, you mean a mooch? A clinger? What is she wearing? What about her outfit? These are she looks like she's wearing very reasonable shoes. Or what are these snacks in the car? GFB? Anybody know what these snacks are? Protein snack bites. Oh my God, how funny that I found these right away. Gluten. What a creep I am. Okay, I'm zooming in on the snacks, and I can pull up exactly what they were eating in the car on the way to the event. Gluten-free bites. Great to eat on a boat. I don't know why. I have to pull up the snacks. I just feel like a little detective sometimes. All right, enough of that. This coat is boring to me. Like, just because you're rich doesn't mean you have good style. Okay, so they're supposedly being evicted from Frogmore Cottage. But what's the deal? Don't they live in LA? It looks like she's wearing this coat backwards. That's what fashion is now. Just take whatever your regular clothes are and wear them backwards. Ta-da, fashion. Wow, they're really going off about this coat. See, even this one is like not as expensive. Same basic idea. Is this whole article about her dumb coat? Okay. As they made their way into the bungalows, a venue that has become one of the biggest celebrity hotspots in LA, having played host to everyone from Sandra Bullock to Kirsten Dunst to Kaya Gerber and Hailey Bieber, they were joined at the entrance by several friends, one of whom Harry was seen clapping on the back before making his way inside. Their incredibly upbeat demeanor is somewhat at odds with the reports that had just surfaced moments before their arrival, in which it was claimed that Meghan and Harry were being evicted from Frogmore Cottage. Maybe they were on poppers. Who knows? Their only home in UK by King Charles. I mean, probably because they're paying for it, right? These people don't have jobs. According to page 6, the pair were issued an eviction notice by Buckingham Palace just 24 hours after the release of Prince Harry's bombshell memoir, Spare, in which he made several very damaging accusations against his family members, including claims that his brother, Prince William, threw him to the ground during a fight. His Majesty initially gave a son and daughter-in-law weeks to pack up their grace and favor British home in the grounds of Windsor Castle after Harry released his memoirs, it was claimed. However, a friend of the couple said that the deadline for their new movies has now been extended until after the coronation in May. After the reports about their eviction were published, the couple's favored royal reporter Omid Scobie published an article in which he quoted a close friend of the couple who alleged that they viewed the eviction as a final and very cruel punishment by Charles. I mean, you want out of the royal family. That means you don't get any perks. It's like the family want to cut them out of the picture for good. Dude, they started all this. The insider continued. Harry and Meghan have until early summer to vacate. Initially, they were just given weeks, but now they have until at least after the coronation. Incredibly, Charles has reportedly offered the keys to Frogmore to Harry's disgraced uncle, Prince Andrew. Oh, God. Who is apparently resisting because he wants to stay in his larger Windsor Royal Lodge, where he pays a reported $300 a week for his state-subsidized 30-room mansion, complete with 98 acres of land and a swimming pool. Yeah, Prince Andrew, you're a pedo. You should have kept your hands to yourself. Now you have to go live in Frogmore. The Sussexes have reportedly started planning how to move their belongings to California, including an ornate Ottoman bench and sell it on freaking eBay. Get over it. And a chaise lounge from home they've lived in until Megxit and stayed at the following at the Queen's death since last September. Who cares? It's just stuff. This girl was probably not planning on being photographed. Okay. Scooby has said that at least 2 members of the royal family are appalled. He does not name them, but the Sussexes are known to be close to Beatrice, Princess Beatrice, and Eugenie. But if the strain of a pending move out of Frogmore has taken a toll on the Sussexes, they certainly hit it well as they stepped out for their date night on Tuesday when they looked every inch of the glitzy Los Angeles celebrities. Oh, it's Muffin. Hi, Muffin. As well as being frequented by a slew of Hollywood A-listers, the San Vicente bungalows also offered a cloak and dagger level of privacy. What does cloak and dagger even mean? One of the reasons it has become so popular with stars who wish to let loose without worrying about who might be watching. The venue is known for implementing incredibly strict privacy rules, and many of its inner workings are shrouded in secrecy, save for the eye-watering $4,200 a year membership fee for anyone over the age of 35. Those under the age are treated to a relatively cheaper price of $1,800 a year. Okay, so it's like a Yale Club or something, but for celebs. For that sky-high price, members are afforded the utmost privacy. Guests are forced to cover the camera lens on their phone with a sticker upon the arrival. Wow, that's a good idea. That should just be everywhere. They're banned from speaking or posting about the venue on social media, and photography and videography of any kind is prohibited within the club. GQ reported that SVB attendees even have to sign an agreement and can face penalties if they pull out their phones to record in common areas. Wow. Yikes. What the hell's going on there? Posting images of the club on social media or discussing anything that members and their guests witnessed during their visit is also strictly forbidden. Once its heavily vetted members, GQ claimed in 2019 that it had around 750 at the time, but it is assumed that it has grown since then, are allowed to make hotel or restaurant reservations. Ooh. Exclusive. SVB is a private membership club, not a restaurant open to the public. Its FAQ page states only members can make dinner and lunch reservations. Guests must be accompanied by a member at all times while visiting the property. It is unclear whether Harry and Meghan are current members of the club or whether they were attending as the guests of the other members. However, it would not be the first time that the pair has chosen a private members club as the spot for a date night. In fact, the couple enjoyed their very first date at another exclusive club, the Soho House in London, where they were able to hide away from the public. Writing in his memoir, Harry recounted the moment he saw his future wife in person when they met at 76 Dean Street in London. Describing her outfit, he wrote, "She was wearing a black sweater, jeans, heels. I knew nothing about clothes, but I knew she was chic." He explained how he was stuck in traffic ahead of their first meeting and had to explain via text that he was running late. Harry said he eventually arrived half an hour late, red-cheeked, puffy, sweating. I feel like he always looks red-cheeked and puffy and sweating. The two enjoyed a beer together before Meghan headed to separate dinner plans. However, they reunited for a second date the following day at the very same location before the former actress had to jet back to Canada to continue filming Suits. But while the Sussexes' first 2 dates remained very much under the radar until Harry laid out all the details bare in his book, their outing last night was anything but. That's cool. Wonder what the stickers look like for the camera lenses. I guess they don't have to be that big. They could just be like, yeah, maybe just big enough to cover like that. Interesting. They offer $23 pigs in a blanket at this club, made with Wagyu sausage. They also have tagliatelle with truffles for $52, seared scallops for $54 in New York City. I guess I'm hungry. That's why I'm reading all this. Waffles! Hello. She's not interested. Waffles just comes in to check on me, whereas like Muffin will hang out. Waffles just does wellness checks. The couple smiled as they made their way to the venue and were later seen holding hands as they exited the bungalows. Following their date, even the rainy Los Angeles weather failed to dampen. I think I'm losing interest in this article. Hours after the couple's date. Hello, Muffin. Hello, baby. You want to say hello? Yes, you're a good baby. You just had a bath. You just had a bath. Oh. Hi. Hello. Hello, Muffin. You smell so good. Oh, you smell so clean. You smell too good. You don't even smell like a dog anymore. You smell just like clean laundry. Look, Muffin. Look. Look, Muffin. Look at the people. Look, Muffin. Oh, such a cute girl. I love her. Yes, look at the people. Oh, kisses. Muffin break. Doggo is better than Royals. It's Muffin. I missed you when I was in California. No. Are you going to eat a paper? She sometimes eats paper. She'll eat tissues like right off the desk. Muffin looks like a wizard. She looks like a wizard. Does she look like a wizard? Does she need a little wizard hat? She is a sweet dog. She's a good girl. Sit. Can you sit? Can you sit? Ugh. Can you sit? Sit. Oh, good girl. Yay! What's that? She likes something bad. Maybe she got a hair in her mouth from one of my human hairs. It's Muffin. She shreds. She will eat tissues, but she will also shred paper. She'll shred like cardboard tubes. Does Muffin play nice? Yes, Muffin loves other dogs. Muffin is more interested in people. Yes, that's for you. Muffin is more interested in other people. Like she'll meet dogs, but she likes people more. Whereas Waffles loves other dogs. Waffles is like more of a dog, acts like more of a dog. Whereas Muffin is more of a person stuck in a dog body. Oh, tickets are not on sale for Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut, March 23rd. Nice. That's coming up soon. So if you're in Connecticut, get your tickets. Get your tickets, Muffin. Oh, Cloak and Dagger is like behind the scenes, secretive, named after assassins. Ooh. Gino. Sometimes when I talk, she just puts her tongue in my mouth, which I don't like. Okay, let's go back to the Caviar story. Hilary Duff gives caviar to her babies. Oh yeah, I totally glossed over this story. So she's giving caviar to her kids. The How I Met Your Father star Hilary Duff, 35, is plating up something a little more fancy for her son. No, don't eat that. She's trying to eat the tissues. Are you going to go down? Let's go down. Down. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a good girl. Now you're stuck. Okay. Oh my God, you're stuck. You're stuck, muffin. Okay, there you go. Good girl. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. Hilary Duff, 35, is plating up something a little bit more fancy for her 10-year-old son, Luca, and his pals. Caviar. Are you guys not giving your kids caviar? My children all like different things, and they're all very picky, but Luca will live for caviar. If we're having friends over, I'll put potato chips out and some caviar, and he's so excited. Oh my God. It's hard for me to come down on them. Ah, she took away my socks. Damn it. They won't eat cauliflower, but they love broccoli. They won't touch kiwi, but they love apples. Okay, that seems normal. Caviar is made up of cured roe from sturgeon, and how much you pay varies depending which retailer or brand you source it from. Oh, that's a cute kid. I mean, she looks great still. For example, an entry-level caviar that comes from wild American sturgeon, like the Caviar Company's Hackleback caviar, starts at $46 for an ounce. Meanwhile, one of the most expensive caviars in the world, from the beluga sturgeon, can retail for $830 per ounce. That's like rent. Previously, Hilary has been seen shopping at Los Angeles Absolute Caviar, where a 2-ounce tin of Sevruga sturgeon black caviar starts at $100. Damn. As most parents know, sometimes it can be hard to get your kids to eat what's on their plate, especially when they're a picky eater. And Hilary is not immune to this parenting plight, revealing some days are tougher than others when it comes to cooking for her 3 children, Luca, the 4-year-old Banks, and 1-year-old May. She said her children were fans of pasta with olives and capers, chicken wings, and roasted vegetables, and they love salty things. The second I try to put a little lemon zest on something, they're like, that was different. Once we were growing bok choy, and Luca was eating it raw out of the garden, but then once I cooked it, it was a no for him. Hilary shares son Luca with former professional hockey player Mike Comrie. What about the other ones? She went on to tie the knot with singer-songwriter Matthew Coma, 35, and they shared May and Banks. Mixed family. The Canadian NHL star and Lizzie McGuire wed in 2010 after 3 years of dating. In February 2015, Duff filed for divorce, citing a reconcilable difference. The couple's divorce was finalized a year later. She went on to tie the knot with Matthew Coma. In April of 21, Hilary told the Informed Pregnancy podcast that she had wanted Luca to witness the at-home water birth of his sister May. Ugh, why would you want to watch that? I guess like as long as you're not like looking into it head on. It was kind of important for me for him to be there because I'm really big on being open and honest with him about how strong women are and what childbirth looks like. All right. I don't know. He knows all about periods, and it's important for me to normalize that conversation with him for all the women that are going to be in his life. How old is he? 10? Should a 10-year-old boy know all about periods? I don't know. I'm just asking. He wanted to be there for it, but it happened so fast he missed it. The actress explained that she wanted to dispel the notion that women were inherently weaker than men. I mean, don't instill that into your kid. Just say they're different but equally great. Why would you be repeating that? I don't know. I think that sometimes a 9-year-old boy is like, well, men have bigger muscles. And like, yeah, but we bring life into this world. We move a baby through our body, she said. Good for you, Hilary Duff. You're like such a good mom. But just make sure you bring enough caviar for the rest of the class. Good for you. That's not good. I mean, don't. I don't know. I feel like when you give your kids caviar, you're saying, what if they like don't get a good enough job? Like, what if they become addicted to caviar and then they realize how expensive it is and then they can't ever buy it for themselves? You don't want to like have the standards too high. New side job is drive-through liquor nail salon nearby. Ooh. Okay, Max. Chrissy, what are you thinking about Alex Stein next show on the Blaze? Very happy for your protege. Yes, very happy for him. He's crushing it. Lucifer the Doberman. Hilary used to help at my soup kitchen in Edmonton. She was always fun and down to earth. Okay. All right. If you say she's a cool person, then let her kid eat all the caviar he wants. Second class citizen. Why haven't you hooked up with Shoe on Head yet? Oh, I'd love to. It's like we keep missing each other. But I'll try reaching out again. I think she's cool. Fentanyl is poor men's caviar. Oh, God. Sorry for all the coughing. Okay. I'm going to tap out. I'll be back 4 o'clock for Friday Night Tights. We're probably going to be discussing the new season of The Mandalorian. Episode 1 came out. It was pretty underwhelming. And yeah, and then of course we got Simpcast on Sunday. Who's going to be on Simpcast, you ask? I will tell you. Mandy Summers and Ariadna Jacob. Oh, that'll be fun. Cool. All right. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.